Hello everyone, my name is Shona, and today I will be your tutor, and we are going to learn about manipulating text and the text tools in Photoshop. So, let's get started.
Let's move on to the text. I think I already went over the text tool a little bit, but I'm just gonna do it one more time. Right here, I have your text. So you can, Mr. Lorem makes a return. You can either do it like this, or you can click once and it will do it this way. I personally prefer to have the whole bar, just because I don't know, I like having the bar. I like being able to resize it and move it around. It's kind of difficult to do it when it's just the one little line. See, like that bothers me for some reason. If you prefer that, that's perfectly fine, but this bothers me. You can do the vertical type, which would be like so. It's a lot neater than what I did before because it wasn't meant to be vertical. Mr. Lorem, thank you. And you can do the masking tool 1, 2, which is cool. Okay. And it just creates like a selection. Isn't that neat? Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Let's do gradient bucket map tool. Bam. So you can't do that, but it does give you a selection, and you can mask that out, which would be cool. And you can do it vertically or horizontally, of course. Goodness gracious. But yes, that's what those do. Let me undo a bunch of these. Mr. Lorem Ipsum. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you notice up the top of the toolbar, you have options to color pick. Right there. It's right there. Ooh, aqua stays. Aqua stays. You can do create warped text. The same thing where I had the warp. You can warp the text the same way. You can do flag, wave, all of those lovely little fun stuff. And you can bend them this way, that way, vertically or horizontally. So you can play around with them. You can also you can put it in center or justify. So left or right. I always like my text centered. You can make them 3D. Bear in mind, Photoshop is kind of weird about 3D stuff in their program right now. So I'm not sure if this will work, and I'm not going to because I do not want it to create an issue. So we're going to move on to Windows, and we're just going to look for the paragraph styles and character. So it's not this one I'm looking for. It's paragraph, not paragraph styles. Go away. So it's this one. There we go. So this one controls how the text moves. So I believe you do have this option. I think it's the kerning and the tracking and all of them. It's like this, but it's like here for Photoshop. And of course, I have other options up here that you can play around with. But that is where you will find it. Hyphenate, all of that. And under character, it's just a fun part. There's the color again. Here you can make them bigger or smaller. You can add a space. More spaces between the letters. Less spaces between the letters. You can play around with it a lot here. And I believe in the newer Photoshops, you have you have the option to put like a stroke around the letters themselves rather than having to use the layer styles to do so. So you literally have kind of like the pen tool, or let me see where pen tool. I believe it's somewhere right around here. There it is. So pen tool. So kind of like the pen tool, where I'm gonna just delete this. I have the option to add a color or a like plain color or thing there. Layer, shape and selection. If we get a selection, yeah, shape. There we go. Just like this, where I can add the shape or the fill. There we go. You can add the stroke here as well and increase it. Similar to Illustrator, you can do that with it. And I can give it a little dash strokes. I can... Oh. Thickness, all that loveliness. And I believe I can go in and I can change the sizing of it too. So there are multiple options you can do. There's my paths. There they are. And properties. Oh, no, not that one. Yeah, so you can play around with it this way. I believe this one's a little bit more intuitive, of course, and a little simpler than this one, than the text tool. If I go back to this, obviously I can change my text over here, and I can change the how bold or italics or anything like that up here. You can make it bigger or smaller. Mr. Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum. Okay. Strong, crisp, strong, smooth, all of that. You can play around with them. But yeah, that is how you do your text.
I hope you could follow along. The next topic will be about the brush tool and layer overview. I hope it helps. See you in the next one. Bye!